and thank you for tuning in to the Reilly Digital Series. I'm Pamela Claire Wardell, Executive Director here at the Reilly. The purpose of this series is to connect our community during this time of social distancing and to support the artists and event professionals whose livelihoods are severely impacted by the cancellation of in-person events. Support for this series is provided by the Marion Cultural Alliance, Ocala Recreation and Park, the Reilly Arts Center Board of Directors, and support from viewers like you. With each show, we'll be featuring one of our downtown, locally owned restaurants that are getting creative to keep their customers fed during this time. Today, we're featuring Stella's Modern Pantry. Stella's is a market and wine shop and bakery, so they are very much still open right now for curbside or takeout and delivery on select days. Right now, Chef Albert is offering fresh cuts of steak sold by the pound. House wines are $12 per bottle. I recommend the Beyond. And everything on their menu is available for curbside or pickup. So whether it's pie, a cheese plate, or flatbreads and desserts, you can find it at Stella's. For all up-to-date details, please visit their Facebook page. For a full list of digital series performances, visit ReillyArtCenter.com/live. Here you can also learn about the musicians and event professionals that are working together on this project and find out how you can make a donation that will not only support this program, but support the Reilly Arts Center, your performing arts venue now and for the future. And if you're tuning in from out of town, welcome to the Reilly Arts Center family. As part of this show, we encourage you to chat on whatever platform you're tuning in on, ask questions, interact with those that are watching with you, and most of all, enjoy the show. Now, please welcome to the Reilly Digital stage, the Greg Snider Group.
Thank you for all of our listeners out there. What was that? That's called Sandu. Let me catch my breath here, you play saxophone. I don't have the virus. Sandu, that's a great tune. It's a Clifford Brown tune, a great trumpet player. And we wanted to take it a little slower, kind of, get into it, feel it out, play a show finally, which is great. So, we're going to move on, but we're going to do an original now. This is one of mine. And, I kind of want to give the feeling of sitting at home on your couch, maybe. We'll see. This is a tune I wrote called An Afternoon with You, and it's kind of supposed to be just, the warm Sunday afternoon spending with the person that you love or that you're, really good friends with, I guess, if you're not that far along in your relationship, but, we'll see. Anyway, so this is Afternoon with You. We're going to take this one out. chill, right?
Good too.
That's a great song. That's a terrible key, though.
Yeah, I thought about mentioning that before. You know, it starts on the 4 chord, goes to all these weird places.
Yeah.
Fun stuff for string players.
No, it's a nice little chill tune.
No, that's an awesome tune.
So we're actually going to move on to a little bit of a Latin tune. We're going to throw some stylistic changes in it, but you might know this tune. I don't know if you know where it came from. Do you guys know where this tune comes from?
No.
Do you know the story behind it?
Please tell us.
Oh, here we go. Learning session for
We're
all.
all learning.
I looked it up literally yesterday, so I'm not very smart. But Green Dolphin Street, right? It's a movie, and it's a weird movie. The guy meets the 2 girls at the same place. He finds out they're sisters, but ends up falling in love with both of them. But his work calls him, and he has to move to New Zealand, right? But when he gets to New Zealand, he's like, man, I really should have brought one of them with me. So he sends a letter back, and when he gets he puts one of the name in the letter, and they agree to marry him. When she gets there, he realized he wanted the other one. And then it's like about the rest of their life, and it's like super tragic because like they don't actually like have the biggest, best relationship. And I haven't seen the movie yet, but now I'm like really interested in it.
Movie now.
Right? Yeah. So if you're listening and you've seen it and I just butchered the plot, I apologize. But you know, it's kind of an interesting thing because as jazz musicians, we don't ever really, you know, get to, you know, oh, like what movie did it come from or like where did it, you know. And so the more we get in our head what it's about, you know, the more we like it. Anyway, so this is Green Dolphin Street, or on Green Dolphin Street, which I believe is where they meet at the beginning. So it's still a happy sound, you know, song. It's not necessarily all tragic, I guess. I mean, the world hadn't ended yet, so that's something.
Yeah, could be now.
So yeah, this is our
You could
take
still
on
fly to New Zealand.
that we could maybe. We'll see. They might have closed their airports already. Who knows?
No, I'm saying at that time.
Oh,
It was a
that
happier
time.
when it was possible.
I
to
don't
fly
think
to
there
New
was
Zealand.
airplanes. I don't know how old the movie is.
Oh, is it old? Okay.
It's pretty old.
How to get to New Zealand then?
Boat.
That's a long
Even more
boat
tragic.
ride.
She came all that way.
This
with
is
a boat.
great. We should talk about this the whole hour.
Yeah,
That's what we
yeah.
should do.
All right.
Anyway, this is our take on Green Dolphin Street.
Where do you want
E-flat, right?
it? E-flat, yeah. What kind of tempo?
That's the half tempo.
Okay.
Not like that. Is that cool?
Yeah. Who do you want to set it up?
You got it.
Me? Okay.
Yeah, you can do it.
Nice.
That was sort of an ending. Yeah.
That was an
No,
It
it's,
ended.
it's
for
nice.
sure.
Yeah, that's for
No,
sure.
man, it's
ending.
nice. Good tune. So, I know you have the names on the screen, but I thought I'd introduce the guys anyway, because when I get to play with better musicians, my life gets easier, and therefore your life gets better, because I play less. So, on bass tonight, we have Mr. Nolan Koskela Staples, and I'm actually gonna. Do you want to introduce this next tune since you kind of brought it up?
Sure, I don't
What
know
do
what
you
to say about
Yeah,
it.
but what do you like about this song? Like, what brought this to your attention? Because he showed it to me this week, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful tune. But yeah, like, what do you like about
Yeah,
it?
it's called Beatrice, and it's by Sam Rivers, and
Saxophone player.
saxophone player Sam Rivers. Yep. And I like it because the melody lays really nicely on the bass.
Hey.
For one, a good friend of mine back in Oregon taught it to me, and I also like that it's really spacious. So there's, I think you'll see what we mean by this, but there's a lot of room to kind of play less, like Greg was saying, and also say a little bit more in the spaces without the harmony moving a ton. So
Yeah.
hopefully we can lay it back in a way that those kind of elements come through.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like the tune a
Well,
lot.
anytime that the bass player is going to play the melody is a good day.
Right.
So yeah. So we're gonna let Nolan take this one. This is Beatrice by Sam Rivers.
Do you want to just give me the first chord, or do you want? Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you want some tempo?
Oh, I'll set the tempo, but just give me and hit it.
guys. That's fantastic. So people are tuning in, and I know right now you're playing to an open audience. So people are tuning in from around the country. They are clapping. They're enjoying it from their living rooms. They are finding joy in this. So a couple really cool things. Greg, did you know your 88-year-old grandfather is watching you from Oklahoma?
I did not know that. That's pretty awesome.
He's watching
Hi,
you,
Papa.
which is really cool that that's able
Yeah.
to happen right now. So we have a question from Olivia, and she
Wonderful.
wants to know, what is the process of writing music for you guys? What instrument do you start with?
Well, the saxophone. That's a pretty lame answer, but yeah, I usually just mess around on the horn. I mean, it's kind of the only voice that I've ever had. So, if I can start there, that's the best place to be. And then, as the further in you get as a composer, you actually have to move away from it because there's a lot more things you can do with multiple notes, like a guitar or piano can do. So I actually have gone to the piano a lot to write a lot of my tunes. And the afternoon with you, actually, I had to sit down at the piano and actually, think my way through it because otherwise it just doesn't make sense at all, really. I mean, you get that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you do it? Because we got some of your originals coming up, so.
Yeah, well, I'll just say that, I think the best thing to do would probably be use something with multiple notes, like the guitar or the piano,
Sure.
because you can have something like this, and let's say we played against this. That sounds great, but, what happens if you want to play it, and then it sounds completely different. So, breathing these kind of, harmonies into your melodies is something that's really important for me, because you could have something in your mind, you can't really get it out until you really have the underlying harmony that's involved.
Right, because it creates so many different colors.
It does, yeah.
The process is long sometimes, but sometimes it's really short. Actually, Gordon Goodwin just put up a video about that the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, anyway, we won't talk about that. but-
Well, we're excited to hear more.
yeah,
so-
and if they have more questions, please fire them our way. We love
Absolutely.
that kind of thing.
All right, thank you guys.
Wait, I have one
Thank you
thing
so
for
much.
you. Do you want to
Yeah.
be an audience participant?
Sure.
So, Mr. Eric here, this is Eric Abernathy. Yes, go get it, man. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it. So, he happens to be a magician.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's
right.
got a deck of cards,
Okay.
and we're just going to roll with this and see how it goes.
Is this one of those where he tries to read my mind?
Maybe.
'Cause
I
that's
have
not
no
gonna
idea
go
what we're
well
in for.
right now these days.
He gets to
so.
choose the trick. I'm not
All right,
in
I'll
on it.
come-
It shouldn't be too hard, yeah, wherever you're comfortable.
All right, I'll.
Over here?
All right.
Maybe where you guys can actually speak near the
All right.
mic.
Say, yeah, use that mic.
We'll use this mic.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So I have to.
Are you nervous?
This is unexpected. I'm a little nervous.
Well, me too, okay, so
Okay.
I think we're on the same boat. So I have a regular deck of cards here.
Okay.
Okay, so please, as if with all magic tricks, please just pick a card from the deck and don't let me see it. Perhaps people back home can see the card, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so, like with all other tricks too, I'm gonna take your card and please, put it back into the deck like this so that I don't know where it is, I don't know where your card is, and I'll lose the card into the deck. So formalities, I'll give it some shuffles, I'll give it some cuts, like this. So as long as you believe that your card is lost in the deck, that's
Okay.
fine.
I believe it.
Okay, ready? Now how cool would it be if the top card was your card?
It'd be super cool.
Well, of course I'm not that good, so is this your card?
No.
The 7 of hearts. Okay, please put your hand out like a table like this, okay, and put your other hand on top of that, the 7 of hearts, so I can't get to it. And now, I'm gonna take a card from the deck, the 2 of hearts like this. Okay, now watch close. 7 of hearts is in your hand, 2 of hearts is right here. If you watch close, you see now the 7 of hearts actually comes over here into my, so if this is the 7 of hearts, what must be in your hand?
Oh my gosh, it's a 5 of spades. Okay, I don't know how this happened, but it's pretty dang cool.
Yes.
And I hope you all enjoyed that magic trick at home.
Yeah.
Thank you, you guys.
Thank you for being here.
All right.
So,
Now,
oh, go ahead.
back to the music.
Yeah, so we're going to play another tune.
Wow.
And it's actually going to be an original of Eric's. He's a man of many wonders. So, do you want to talk about it at all? I mean,
Sure, I'd love to.
Yeah,
Actually,
go
this,
for it.
this segues pretty nice into how to write for music, and I think the first initial thing should come down to if you have something strong enough to write about. And so this next tune is called You Don't Know Me, and it's about those people that you just can't stand. Maybe in the workplace, you just don't like them, and these people are just irritating you, and I think that's a pretty strong emotion that a lot of people can share, so.
It doesn't work as well because nobody's in the workplace right now.
Right now, okay, well,
I thought maybe it was you don't know me because until a week ago I didn't know that you did magic. And then you threw this chart down. It's like,
True. Yeah, well,
so
if you-
much we don't know about you.
Maybe if you didn't like me, then it would come across. But I wrote this about, those people that you don't like. So this is called You Don't Know Me. One, two, one, two, three, four. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's good, man. It's such a great little tune, man. It's just like it's like one of those earworms. Like it just gets with you.
Yeah.
You know, like you're walking away from it, it's like, do that, do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just keeps going, man. It's great. So
Thanks.
we're actually gonna jump to another Latin tune.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
This is by a tenor saxophonist, Joe Henderson. He's got many great tunes, but this is kind of the one that, well, it's the one I know him by, you know. And it's Remember Me, but it's called Recordame, and it's just a really great back and forth. It's got a nice sparse beginning, but then also goes into a lot of motion at the second half, kind of like Beatrice a little bit in a way, but definitely different vibe. And we're gonna see if we don't fall apart, because sometimes I like to mess this up, but we'll be fine.
Yeah, we will.
It's not like we haven't done it before, right?
Nah,
Right.
You've never messed up on this tune, actually.
That is so untrue.
Like that. You want me to hit it?
You got it. Yeah.
All right.
Maybe I still fell apart at the beginning, but you know,
Oh, that sounded great.
Yeah, it's cool.
who knows? Please tell me. All right.
We might only have one more.
Yeah, man. Let's do Mercy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So if you want to go listen to a little bit of Cannonball Adderley, he has a great intro for this tune that I will butcher, but I'm going to do my paraphrase version, which is basically sometimes you need a little mercy in this world to make it through when there's adversity or something like the end of the world, like is happening right now. You just need a little bit of music, you need a little groove, and you need a little bit of mercy. So this tune, it's Mercy, Mercy, Mercy.
Yep.
awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for tuning in and spending your evening with us here at the Reilly Digital Stage. It means so much to us and to our artists at this time. Again, I want to give a big thank you to our supporters, Ocala Recreation and Parks, the Marion Cultural Alliance, the Reilly Arts Center Board of Directors, and of course, support from viewers like you. And also, again, I want to remind you to make plans throughout your week and your weekend to stop by Stella's Modern Pantry. They're our featured restaurant tonight, and you definitely won't be disappointed by them. To make a donation that will support this program and also support the Reilly Arts Center and our future, please visit reillyartscenter.com/live. Now, Saturday, March 28th at 3 o'clock p.m., we have a matinee. We'll be right back here with violinist and OSO concertmaster Stuart Kitts. So you can find out more about Stuart and see our complete lineup of events at reillyartscenter.com/live. We are updating this every day, so you can check back. We're going to have DJs. We're going to have some of our friends over from the Ocala Civic Theater. So there are so many things to look forward to, and we love bringing it to you. So thank you so much for tuning in, and have a wonderful night.
I meant to talk to you about it.
He's been doing trick of the day. What? He's been doing a trick of the day for, what, a week now?